Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the channel. You are watching high powered, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now. Thanks so much for joining us. What a beauty it is to be alive today and to have your third eye opened wide up. We are outside right now because we're taking in the beautiful sun. If you know about staring at the sun and in the morning and when the sun goes down, you know, it opens up those colors in your eyes, enlightens that pineal gland, and you're able to have a peaceful and lovely life. Pass that positivity on to others. So this video is going to be exclusively all about opening your third eye. What can we do? What kind of products can we use to help us open that third eye? What can we do internally as well as externally to get our God and Goddess turned on? Because we all are gods and goddesses, and I hope I know so many people are realizing this now. So I am just so grateful to be part of this revolution, this worldwide revolution, because usually when something drastic is happening in one direction, the equal but opposite thing has to be happening as well. But there's no focus. There's absolutely zero focus on those good things, those positive things. So there's a lot of unconditional hate and fear in the air today. So what I want to talk about is the unconditional love and gratitude that exists from this universe, and connecting to that energy and what we can do with that. So let's jump right in. So let's say you've never heard of Moldavite before, the illustrious tektite that crashed here 15 million years ago approximately in the Czech Republic, reversed the Earth's poles, which has never happened before, and it formed this beautiful tektite, this beautiful glass, and it's just an amazing look to it. And on camera it doesn't even look as amazing as it looks in person. And you can put these in your hands, even if you've never felt a crystal before, any kind of vibration, you're going to feel this. That's what someone told me, and I didn't believe it necessarily. I was on a health journey to actually grow my hair back, which for the most part it's been going pretty well. I used to have like all these circles show up right after I took the vaccine shot in 2015, the influenza shot. I was coerced into doing it, and about a month later I started seeing circles in my hair. It got so bad I had to just go bald, but now after going through my spiritual journey, I've been able to grow the majority of my hair back. There's still a couple of spots right here that are growing back in a little slower, but it's improvement, and I feel great. That's the most important part. If you don't get anything out of something, you know, physically, you're going to feel amazing, okay? I promise you, because we are made to be electrical beings. We are made to be these earth plant eating. See, we have plant teeth. We don't have carnivore teeth. Yes, our bodies can handle it, but you want to eat stuff that's alive, that's alkaline, like the famous Dr. Sebi talked about. And I want to talk about Dr. Sebi just in case some of you viewers may not know who Dr. Sebi is. I know I didn't until a couple of years ago. So Dr. Sebi, he is how to start about it? He basically cured cancer, AIDS, chlamydia, syphilis, all the major diseases. And he was challenged because he put an ad in the paper that he was curing AIDS, cancer, autoimmune diseases. He was curing all of these different things, and he had these claims in the newspaper. I believe it was the New York Times. So of course science came knocking at his door, and he took it all the way to the Supreme Court. And what was decided, he showed 100 patients, okay, with before and after, okay, when they had the cancer and then when they didn't have the cancer. And his whole methodology was about that disease cannot exist in the body if we take care of the body and we lower our inflammation and the mucus that's in our bodies. So he's a brilliant mind, and I'm going to show you some products today that I use to get that result of a healthy immune system. So Moldavite, you could have a small piece like this. If you're just starting out, all it takes is a tiny piece of beautiful Moldavite like this, and you can place it on your third eye in meditation. You can place it on your chest. You can place it just in your hand, feel that pulsing. And what it's going to do, you'll start to feel sort of a sickness in your body. You'll start to feel like a wooziness, okay? And it may not happen right away. The longer that you keep it on you without removing it, the faster that you're going to feel those effects. And it'll start feeling like a sickness. You'll maybe feel a pain in your side. That's what I felt. A pain on the side of your head, like a headache. And 5 days later, I remembered, I was like, oh, I've got the Moldavite on me. Let me go into meditation, because they always say, keep the Moldavite on you when you're feeling these distresses. I know one of the subscribers, a goddess, she said, I feel kind of flu-like symptoms. And I was saying, you know, it's not really going to give you a fever, so to say, but it's going to make you feel woozy. It's going to make you feel like there's some kind of drastic energy shift. And you can take it off and put it down and then pick it back up. Or maybe put it away when you're sleeping. Some people have a hard time sleeping with it. But what's important is that when you're ready, because what Moldavite will do is find that chakra that's not spinning. And most of us, that, you know, if you're not doing meditation work already, if you're not working on your body and your chakras, then this may be just completely new to you. So your chakra will be sort of a pain, and you'll feel that pain. And what you need to do is go into meditation, and you just have to stay silent. You have the 5 senses, right? And you want to get rid of those senses and see what's left at the end of that. And what's left is you. What's left is the god or goddess, the recorder, the watcher. And you'll see the colors. You'll start to see them exuberate. They're just, and they're not just, they'll maybe start out small like this, but then they'll start going, and they'll start morphing into different shapes and colors. And if you can stay conscious, because one of the most difficult things about meditation is staying conscious. If you can stay conscious, meaning take away those 5 senses and just be in a watch and observer, and watch those colors start moving and changing colors. There's purple, there's green, there's blue, there's red, magenta. And you just want to make sure that you stay consciously awake. And breathe through your nose all the way down to the pit of your stomach, all the way down to the bottom of your diaphragm. And when you have a breath, make sure you know that it's, just be conscious that it's going right into this pineal gland right here. And the colors are just going to, and one thing you can do to enhance the colors is you can use something that I talk about quite often, which is Monatomic Gold or Ormus. Now, Monatomic Gold in Ormus has been used for thousands of years. This is by a company, Monatomic Ormus, monatomic-orms, ORMES.com. Lots of people have been asking about this. This is the best one I've found. It connects the neurons. Gold is the fastest conductor. So if you have energy moving from one point to the other point, you have friction in between. So with gold, there's nothing better that will knock out that friction. So you're not going to have friction in the brain. That's how that works. And the colors, oh my goodness, they just gush out. The same thing happens. In my last video, asked people to take part in a 10-day vegan challenge, and thank you for those of you that have started it. Because I never saw myself as someone that would ever stop eating meat. Never. I thought it was insane, lunacy. It did not make sense, you know. I love meat. Steak, burgers, lamb chops, or more lamb, rack of lamb, ribs. I mean, all of that. But it's not good for you. And a good test of whether you're eating good or bad is a product which is Harataki Powder. Now, this is one of the best enhancers for your spiritual body. It's made in India. It's taken in India, and it basically eliminates irregularities. And if you're eating meat, the next morning, I'd usually take a spoonful at night, and it's quite horrid, even if you get used to it, at least for me. And you could take it with some juice. But the next morning, if you ate bad, you know, you'll usually have diarrhea in the morning. Sorry to get so blunt, but I'm not sorry, because, you know, this is all about telling you the truth and how you can use these supplements. So Haritaki powder, it increases your breath, your oxygen levels. I highly suggest this. So even when I eat fish from time to time and seafood, to try to supplement away from the meat, you know, this stuff will give me stomach. It doesn't feel awful, it just feels cleansing. And that's what you want. You don't want any of the toxins staying in your body. I mean, that's just not what our bodies want. And it's not what you want. So, Haritaki powder, this is by a company called Pineal Botanicals. Let's see if you can see that. Take a screenshot. And I highly suggest this. I would not go without this. And all the Monatomic Gold. Something else that is great is SeaMoss. Now, this has basically all 102 minerals that our bodies need. And there used to be more minerals in food and and you know, and the things that we drink in terms of fresh fruit, and there was all the minerals. But now there's so many chemicals, there's so many alterations that we don't get the minerals that we used to be getting. So this is by a company called Nico's Shop Kitchen. And I recently spoke to her actually a few months ago, and I told her how much I loved her products. Dr. Sabi talked all the time about SeaMoss. Now this has SeaMoss, bladderwrack, and burdock root, and it's basically going to have everything that you need for an immunity boost. And the SeaMoss is like a superfood, and I live and die by it now, because it's just so good for you and so healthy, and it enhances the colors. Now, going back to the colors, what you want to do is you want to stay conscious, right, while you're seeing all these colors. And what will happen is, just like when you dream, you know, sometimes you remember your dreams, sometimes you don't. What will happen is you'll start to go into your dream, but you'll be conscious. Now, that is the most powerful thing. I've actually spoken to Sadhguru, and someone that said was his father. I've spoken to, I recently, just this morning, had a dream. I was getting taught by David Icke. And when I was awakening this morning, it was sort of, I had a memory that I was supposed to wake up early and let the dog out, because we were babysitting a dog. And I had this, and David Icke said in the middle of his lesson to me, he said, oh wait, we have another broadcast coming in. And it was my conscious mind remembering that the dog needed to be let out. So David excused me from the class, and I was able to come back. And I believe I woke up maybe 5 or 10 minutes later, and I was like, Oh my, that was amazing. That was so amazing. I mean, honestly, you have to just open this eye up, because why are there so many bad things happening today? Why are there so many why is it so much fear mongering about the jab? It's to take away from the knowledge that is here. Because if they can keep you sleeping, you're just going to go along with whatever they say. You won't have a job, you won't have money, you won't have rights. I mean, what kills me is, or what more tickles me, it doesn't kill me, it doesn't weaken me, but what really just irks me is you have all these, you know, like the ladies on The View, and you have the Vice President, Kamala Harris. You have her saying it's a woman's choice what to do with her body. It's a woman's choice. You cannot tell a woman what to do and to abort a fetus. They talk so passionately, and they say, how dare you say anything against a woman having the right to choose. But then they shame you, and they put you in fear and turn the vaccinated people against the unvaccinated people, and they say it's not your choice, you have to get fired from your job, there's a mandate for everyone to get this jab, and then they have you in fear. But why is that? Could there be a reason? Why does religion lie so much? Why is there so much pedophilia in religion? Why is there so much sexual acts in religion? Well, back in the religion, they used to have machines that could split a woman's vagina. They would hang men, and there would be this axle, and drop the man's buttocks on the axle. They were brutal. They are brutal. And why? Why? Most people, most of your pastors, most of your religious leaders, they know the information about this pineal gland. All the information about religion has been stolen from ancient Kemet. And ancient Kemet, they believed in themselves. They knew that they were gods and goddesses. But then the information got stolen by all these other different people, changed, and said, oh, we are the originators. That's why they call Yeshua Jesus, even though the translation is Joshua. And the person lived in Africa. They won't tell you what he did up until age 33, you know, or in between those times. So there's a reason, because they would not get money every Sunday or Saturday. They wouldn't get money. They would not have a job if they told you that everything is inside you, just like Jesus said. Jesus. So, let's jump to angel chimes. This is an angel chime Moldavite. What is so special about angel chime Moldavite? Angel chime Moldavite vibrates at a higher frequency than normal Moldavite. So does it have a higher vibration? Absolutely. I have some of my best times meditating with the angel chime. So when you drop it, it holds tension inside it when it's made naturally. So when you drop it, it makes a chiming sound. People say angels come rushing to your assistance. But the chiming sound means that it has more tension inside than normal Moldavite. So thus the vibration is higher. Makes sense, right? So I highly suggest an angel chime. Then you want to jump into Ozazeo Phenakite. Brazilian Phenakite. This is the most powerful crystal that you'll ever feel. I put everything on that. If you could find a more powerful crystal, then please let me know, because I would love to try it. But I didn't think anything was more powerful than Moldavite. And then I found Phenakite. These beauties. And it's like turning on the jet engine. Like Moldavite gets you in this moldy high vibration state, points out where your energy is off, and you could work out in your mind what you want to do in order to cleanse that. And then this is going to like, it makes it so there's no stopping your positivity, no stopping your positive vibes. So essential. And then, you know, you can get into these higher class, more rare pieces. Now these are more just collectibles. This is a very, very rare piece from Bezenis, and you know, these can be quite expensive because there's no more of them. The mines are shut down. They've been shut down for years, so you can't really find them. They're more collector's items, but they work in terms of the spikiness, because usually spiky Moldavite is what you'll find on the from the Bezenis mines. And the spiky Moldavite I've found, and so have many others, they find that it works faster. The smoother Moldavite, it's easier to sleep with. You can put it under your pillow and you won't, you'll still be able to go to sleep, which is a great thing, because sleep is always good. But we want to be meditating, and we want to be sleeping healthily, and we want to be vibrating at the highest frequency. There's a couple more things I want to get into, and I'm going to try to wrap this up. So, one other thing, Shilajit. Now what is Shilajit? Shilajit is a tar. Now monkeys, they would be in the Himalayan mountains and start licking the side of the mountains. This tar that came from the top of the mountains, dripped all the way down. And it had all the minerals, about 82 minerals in it. And I love this. I started taking this 6 months ago. It's called the Destroyer of Weakness. And they showed improvements in the monkey's brain cognition. They showed improvements in the monkey's health and vitality. So I highly suggest some Shilajit. This is from a company, Pure Himalayan Shilajit. These are the liquid drops. I would not go a day without this because it's 82 minerals. And remember, there's 102, so you want to make sure you can combine this with maybe some SeaMoss burdock root. And then you're going to have all 102, so you're going to be operating at the maximum level. Now, there are also some pieces I want to show off, just like this one. Now, this is just a beauty. It's a long, it's about 19-gram piece, and it's just like a wand. It's like a magic wand. You could just manipulate energy however you'd like, and it's nice and warm right now. So there are many Moldavite, but remember, you only need a very tiny piece, and you don't have to buy it from me. You can buy it from an authentic source, but you want to be careful about where you get it from, because there are some fakes that are out there. And the way that you can always tell a fake from not from a real Moldavite is by putting it in the sun, looking for the lateral light inclusions, looking for the air pockets. And if you have questions, you can always contact me at High Power Now on Etsy in the message section, and you can show me your pictures of Moldavite, and I will tell you my opinion. But of course, you always want to choose a Moldavite that is calling out to you, that wants to work with you. So we have some free giveaways coming up. We had a winner, congratulations, the other day to the winner. His name was Chris, and we're going to get that Angel Chime Moldavite out to him. We have a Moldavite contest or game going on now. Just leave a comment on the previous video, and we'll choose a winner on Sunday. So I am so just happy, enthusiastic, and just grateful that we are here talking, and we are here learning about how to manifest our destiny. That's what is the most important. We want to be able to talk to people, pass our positive energy, and enlighten the next person so that they can awaken and open their God eye, their goddess eye, so that they can start helping other people. Because the more people that we wake up, that we open this eye, so that we stop playing games, we stop poisoning ourselves, we stop following orders, but we start critically thinking and doing the work in meditation to make this place a better place, heaven on earth. Because heaven and hell, all right, they're not the after place, they're right now. I know that each one of us, if we've gone through a certain amount of years, we experience heaven on earth and hell on earth. But then it's up to you in your mind how to bring those realities down. And I used to read the Bible back in the day, and I'd feel like this ignited energy that was just going on for weeks, and I was just like, oh, this is such a great energy, but then it would go away. And I was like, why did that happen? And I guess my inner journey was always, how do I always feel like everything is working in my favor, that I'm vibrating at the highest frequency, even though I did not think about vibrations back then. So that's the keys to enlightenment. It's just opening your third eye, because then when you hear the lies on the TV, the television, the television, you'll be able to see right through it. When people start giving you poor arguments about why you should do this or why you should do that, you'll be able to see right through it, because wisdom is key, and it's not a thing that only I can do. We all are gods and goddesses. We all have pineal glands. We just need to activate them, open them up, and I promise you it's going to be the best time of your life. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spreading the high vibrations. Thank you for sharing your stories. Put your stories down below. Have you opened your third eye? Are you seeing colors? What's the next level that you want to get to? I'm outside right now, and I just don't want to stop talking, but I just hope that everyone gains something, has a great day, and only the highest vibrations for you. Peace and infinite blessings.